Hello everyone, we are live right now on YouTube, so if everybody can confirm that they can actually hear me. I think the mic is working at the moment, so if everybody can confirm that, then that would be absolutely great, and thank you everybody for confirming that mic is working, if you can do that for me. So we had a nightmare, of course. We had a nightmare, of course, a minute ago when the mic didn't work. Something changed with the settings in Streamlabs. I don't know what happened there. So yeah, it was very, very strange. I had like a big Windows update on Thursday night. It was like one of these once a year updates that Microsoft decided to send through, and and it sort of messed up a lot of the settings on the computer, really. But whether it's that, whether it's something to do with Streamlabs, I don't know. But anyway, we're here, we're live, and we're gonna have a look at some observational data. We'll have a look at we'll have a look at Peitao Pengs analogs, winter 2000 and 2021. And yeah, we're just going to generally check in and see how we're all doing on this very, very warm and very hot Sunday evening. Now, there's going to be two versions of this as well. There's still that problem within YouTube. So when I create the stream, it's like setting up two versions of the stream. So this is like the primary version that's got the thumbnail and description. If anybody's watching in the other, if anybody is watching in the other version, please move over to where we are here with the title, Peitao Pengs Winter 2020-21 forecast, and with the thumbnail and with the description and everything else. That second version that's sort of just floating around on the channel, I'll get rid of that in a moment. That will be deleted very shortly, and at the end of the live stream, I'll get rid of that, and well, just this one version. So yeah, all sorts of problems going on. It does make me wonder whether it's all worth it, really. I think it's not doing my blood pressure any good, this live streaming malarkey, to be honest. So I'm wondering whether it might be time, might be time to sort of pack it in. But I know a lot of people are enjoying the live. I know you all enjoy it, but it doesn't do my blood pressure any good when every single time we seem to have things going wrong. But anyway, we're here, we're live, and we're going to do this live stream for you. So obviously we're running very late. I'm going to have to keep this going until like 7:30, something like that. And we'll see how we get on. So hopefully there won't be any more problems. So same idea as before. So ask your questions and whatnot. Get involved with one another in the live chat. And yeah, in around sort of 10-15 minutes time, we'll have a look at the latest in terms of these thunderstorms and also hot temperature potential. We'll have a look at some observational data. And then later on in the live stream, we'll have a look at Peitao Pengs analogs for the winter 2020-21. We have got 50 people with us, hovering around 50 concurrent viewers. So that's absolutely fantastic after what happened with the first stream having to be stopped and deleted. So that's pretty good going, I think. So let's see what you're all saying in the live chat then. So I'm going to scroll down and I'm just going to take as many questions as I can, really. So let's see who is first in with this stream. So we've got DS with us, DS1868, saying hello everyone. Hope you're all okay. So good evening, DS. Thank you so much for coming back to our second live stream. Katrine is with us as well. Katrine Beso. So good evening, Katrine. Again, thank you so much for coming back to our second live stream. Shiram is with us. So good evening, Shiram. Thank you for being with us on our second live stream this evening. We've also got Mohammed Hassan with us as well. Mohammed was crossing his fingers, but we'd be able to get the stream started. We've been able to start the stream We'll see how things go from here. Jeffers Craft is with us. So good evening, Jeffers Craft, all the way from California. Thank you so much, Jeffers, for being with us on our live stream tonight. And yeah, thank you for coming back. I know he's in the first stream as well. So thank you so much for coming back to our second stream. Dylan Holbrook is back with us as well. Dylan was also in the first live stream. So thank you so much for sticking with it, Dylan. So Dylan saying hi, Gab, and everyone. Hopefully this will work. Yeah, we've managed to get it started anyway, so that's the first thing, isn't it? So Dylan's going to be having dinner in 10 minutes, so you go off and have your dinner, Dylan. You'll be able to watch it back on catch up later on. Okay, so Mark Kanish is with us. Mark saying hi, going QBO not looking great. But we still get a cold winter. Yeah, so we did Gaz over sunny roundup, which seemed like a failure of the, or it looks like it's a failure of the ECQ. It's probably still a little bit too early to confirm that. I want to sort of wait like another month, maybe another couple of months, just to confirm whether this is a failure of the Easterly QBO or not. But yeah, it's certainly, the ECQBO is certainly struggling a lot. And but even if we sort of have the failure of the ECQBO and we go off into Westerly QBO, we can still get a cold winter. The December, to remember, was during the Westerly QBO, for example. So we shall see. We shall see how it all goes. But certainly this ECQBO is having a real struggle. That is for sure. Mark is also saying, what's Mark saying? Mark's also saying, on CFS today, it's showing on blocking end of August, early September. Is that a good sign for a cold winter? Probably doesn't make a great deal of difference either way, to be honest, Mark. It probably doesn't. Got 65 concurrent viewers with us right now, so hello, good evening, thank you so much for coming back to our second Sunday evening live stream. We are very, very late with this. I'm going to give everyone enough time to check in, and then we shall have a look at a little bit of screen capturing. So we'll do that in around 10 or 15 minutes time. Not sure how late we're going to run the live stream to. We'll have to wrap it up before 8 o'clock, of course. So we shall see. We'll see how we get on. Right, so Mark saying, do you think, Gavin, that this summer is similar to 1990? Possibly, although I think July 1990 was a lot warmer than this July just gone, actually. So I'm not sure there's been any sort of summer that I can think of that's similar to this. Maybe 1997. Could be 1997 is kind of similar to this, but yeah. So no, I wouldn't say 1990. You know, we are having a very warm August like we did in 1990. In June this year was sort of similar to June 1990 as well, probably. But July very, very different to July 1990. So I'm not sure there's any sort of summer that I can think of that is like very similar to this one. Okay, so we've also got Weather is Cool with us, saying hello again, Gav. So good evening, Weather is Cool. Thank you so much for being with us on our live stream tonight. Shiram is saying too early for blocking, Mark. So yeah, I don't think like blocking in early September, although it is quite unusual to get blocking in September, but I don't think that would necessarily have all that much impact on the winter, really. So I wouldn't think so. Okay, so the amazing Marcus guy is here saying evening, Gav, second time lucky. Yeah, we managed to get it started. Marcus, we'll see if we can. We'll see if we can have a successful stream from here. We've hit 70 concurrent viewers, so thank you so much, everybody, for being with us on our live stream this evening. That's absolutely great, and particularly after all the problems we had with the first version. Alan Jones, he said, I can hear you. I'm glad that you got there in the air. Yeah, that's it, Alan. So something went wrong with the Streamlabs software. I think I have a feeling it's to do with like the Windows update that I did. or what Windows did for me, I suppose. There was a big Windows update on Thursday night, and I've noticed since then quite a few of the settings have been kind of out of sync a little bit. Quite a few of the settings have been kind of out of sync a little bit since Thursday night on a lot of the software, not just Streamlabs, but a few things have been sort of a little bit different to what I'm used to. You know that little camera thing that I have, RGS cam that I have for the videos when I do the record. So I have like the webcam run through like a little application that's called RGS Avacam. That's been acting quite strangely ever since Thursday night when Windows, I had that big Windows update. And so every time I sort of enable RGS Avacam, and when I'm going to record the videos, I'm having to change settings around, which is something that I've never had to do with that before. So yeah, you know, Microsoft is constantly sending through all of these updates, and it does make you wonder, doesn't it, whether half of them are needed or not really. It seems like they have more trouble than they're worth most of the time. And I've got a feeling that what happened with Streamlabs, like the settings on the mic and everything else, being, I suppose it just kind of went back to default, really. Streamlabs, like, all the settings went back to default. And I hadn't noticed that had happened as I was setting up the live stream. But I've got a feeling that happened after the Windows update. I've got a feeling this is Windows related, rather than it being an issue with Streamlabs per se. So I would lay the blame for this one probably at Microsoft and that Windows update that happened on Thursday night on the PC. But anyway, we've got things working now, so we'll see how we get on. Right, Michael Campbell is with us saying it's working. Sheeran saying it's working as well. DS saying might be warmer tomorrow, perhaps 35. Yeah, I think tomorrow could be warmer, DS. It is a possibility. DS also asking me, how are you today, Cal? So I'm okay, DS. I was better before that first live stream turned into a failure, but you know, I'm starting to get a bit sanguine about it all now, really. So if we can stream, then it's great. If we can't, excuse me, if we can't, then, you know, it's no point sort of getting upset about it, I don't suppose, or getting stressed. But, you know, my blood pressure does go up a little bit, I think, when I'm doing these and they go wrong. But I'm trying to sort of be calm and relaxed with it all, to be honest. Matthew Orchard saying, hello again, Gavin. Everyone saying good evening, Matthew. Thank you so much for being with us on our live stream tonight. I've got 74 concurrent viewers. That's a lot higher than I was expecting, given what happened. We also got Perspective saying, are there going to be any night storms? I want some good lightning pics. It's certainly possible there could be some night lightning in the coming, few nights, days and nights. Definitely possible. Perspective, watch your space on that. We will have a look at what's going on with the heat wave and also with the thunderstorms as the first thing we're going to look at when we start screen capturing in around, what time is it? So it'll be around 5 to 10 minutes time. We'll do that little bit of screen capturing. And then we'll have a look at the 12Z, and then we'll have a look at Peitao Pengs Winter 2020-21 analogs a little bit later on. But yeah, it's definitely possible that there could be some night lightning. I wouldn't rule it out at all. Paul Miller saying, hi Gav, had trouble finding you. Yeah, the first stream had to be deleted, Paul, as well as a failure with the microphone, and so we had to get rid of that and then start up again. So I think that's what's going on. By the way, there is 2 versions of this live stream right now on the Gazworthy's YouTube channel. So the correct version, the version that you should all be watching in, has like the thumbnail, the description. It has the title, Live Peitao Pengs Winter 2020-21 forecast. So if you're watching in the other version, please pop over to like the main version that has the thumbnail and the title and everything else. That second version is just sort of floating around. That's because there's an error with YouTube where we're setting up the live streams at the moment. So that version is going to be deleted at the end of the live stream. So when I finish the live stream, I will delete that second version that is currently running concurrently with this one. It's all happening, isn't it? Okay, so VK is saying, good evening, Gav. Did you know that thunderstorms contain more nitrate due to nitrogen fixation than normal rain? Therefore, thunderstorms acts like a natural fertilizer for plants. That's why I like thunderstorms. I didn't know that, VK. So you've taught me something there. So thank you very much for that, VK. I did not know that. So there we go. Thank you so much for teaching me about that. Christian Hayden is with us saying, thunderstorms, what days, London time? So I think you're asking when there's likely to be thunderstorms in London. We're going to have a look at that very shortly, Christian. But the risk is going to generally increase over the next few days. Probably Wednesday to Thursday will be like the highest risk, I would have thought. Simon M is saying, hello from Burnley. Hoping to go to Southport tomorrow. What will the weather be like, please? I imagine it's going to be pretty warm, Simon, and there may be some thunderstorms around across northern England tomorrow morning, but we'll confirm that in a moment when we have a look at WRF at metroseal.fr. Jeffers Craft is telling me that Streamlabs can be buggy. Yeah, I know this can happen. Jeffers, I know that the mic settings can sometimes go awry with the Streamlabs, because I've seen it happen on Savvy's streams in the past. But I've got a feeling, because there's been like a few little issues ever since Thursday night when I have this massive window, like a once a year Windows feature update, or a couple of times a year they do like the feature updates, don't they? And I've had a few little bugs with quite a bit of software since Thursday night, so I'm not going to blame Streamlabs for this. I'm going to blame Windows and Microsoft. I think that probably is what has happened, that a lot of the settings on a lot of my software has been sort of sent back to default after Windows sort of took over my computer for an hour and decided to do a feature update on it. But there we go. We can't do anything about it. Windows always, Microsoft always sending through these Windows updates. So it's just something that we all have to put up with, isn't it? We all have to, we all have to put up with it and make do. Right, so, okay, Chris A is with us as well, so good evening, Chris A. Shiram is saying, hello, Gavin, do you know why the ECQBO is failing again? I think there's some connection. I suspect there's probably a few things going on, but I think there is some connection with this to the sun stratospheric warming that happened in September last year. This is what I've read anyway and heard around the place. So I think there's some connection to the sun stratospheric warming that occurred in September over the South Pole. I think that has had an impact on the QBO. That's what I've heard anyway. But it's been put down to the sun stratospheric warming that happened over the South Pole. Although we are nearly a year on from that, so you would have thought by now anything, any sort of atmospheric impacts that happen from that would be starting to work their way out of the system probably. But that's what I've heard, and that's what I've read anyway, that at least part of this, with the failure of the QBO, is being put down to the sun stratospheric warming over the South Pole back in September. But I suspect there's probably a few things that are going on. The last time there was an ECQBO failure, I'm sure you remember it, was back in 2015-16 or 2016 when we got the Super Nino going on. We definitely haven't got that this time, so we definitely can't put this down to the Super Nino. But yeah, so that's what I've heard anyway. Southern stratospheric warming over South Pole, which was a very, very massive event that happened in September 2019, is being at least partly blamed for what's going on with the QBO at the moment. Okay, so Dylan is saying, well done, Gav, for your tenacity in giving us a live stream. Top job. Thanks, Dylan. Yeah, well, I sort of told everybody that we're going to have it. And I am a man of my word when I can be. Sometimes you know, sometimes something might happen where we just have to give up. But I told people we're going to have a live stream tonight. And I do like to sort of, you know, if I say I'm going to do something, I do like to do it if I can. So yeah, I was determined to try and get things sorted out, but it did take a lot of playing around to get the mic working. I've got 86 concurrent viewers. Hello, thank you so much, everybody, for being with us. In around 5 minutes' time, we're going to have a look at the situation with terms of tomorrow's temperatures and the temperatures over coming days, and also thunderstorm potential. We'll have a look at the 12Z as well, and latest observations from XC Weather. Okay, so I still got Paul with us. Our moderator, Paul Jones, is with us. So if everybody can say hello and thank you so much to Paul for moderating the live stream, that would be absolutely fantastic. Thank you, Paul, for being with us. I know he's with us on the first live stream as well, so thank you for coming back to the second live stream, and that's absolutely great. Thank you so much for doing that, Paul. And yeah, if everybody can say thank you for moderating to Paul, that would be absolutely great. Savvy is still unwell, so get well soon, Savvy, and Savvy will be back with us very, very soon, but at the moment Savvy is poorly. So yeah, get well soon, Savvy, if you watch this back on catch up or whatnot. So I just wanted to say get well soon to Savvy, and again thank you to Paul for moderating the live stream. Okay, so where are we with the live chat then? So this is actually going a little bit better than I expected it to be honest. I think I'm starting to relax and calm down into the live stream now. So yeah, I think it's going a little bit better than I thought it would. But I hope you enjoyed it. Please give us a like on the live stream. Let YouTube know that you're enjoying it. It does help with the algorithm a lot if you can do that. Okay, and of course, because I've had to set this one up on the fly, I haven't been able to put any tags or anything with it. So all we need all the help we can get with the algorithm for this one to get it noticed within YouTube search. Right, okay, so Dylan was congratulating me on my tenacity. That's very nice, thank you, Dylan. Lisa is with us, Lisa Cotton, saying yay with that. Thank you for coming back, Lisa. We have now hit 90 concurrent viewers as well, so thank you so much, everyone. Duncan Ward is saying bring on storms next week. Yeah, looks like there's going to be some big storms around. We'll confirm that very shortly, Duncan. John Penman is with us saying hi going. I hope you're keeping your cool in this heat where you are. Yeah, it's very, very warm in Gasworthy's Towers. And when that live stream sort of went a little bit awry, you know, I could have done without the heat going along with it as well, to be honest. But I'm sort of keeping cool, I have to say. We've got the fan on, so yeah, I'm keeping cool as best that I can. Dylan saying, of course, everyone subscribe and celebrate subscribe Sunday. Yes, indeed, Dylan. So if everybody can subscribe on Subscribe Sunday, if they aren't yet subbed to the channel, that would be great. Alpha SB is with us. Good evening, SB. Thank you so much for being with us. Yeah, SB saying there's another stream. Yeah, that's also another fault that's going on at the moment, SB. This is the main one. So if anybody's in that other stream that's running concurrently with this, and it says something like Gaz Weatherby's live stream or something. If anybody is sitting in there wondering where everybody is, we're over on the live stream that's like got the title, says live Peitao Pengs winter 2021 forecast, 9th of August 2020. It's got a description, it's got a thumbnail, you know, it's probably set up. That other one is just like a clone, if you like. We've got an attack of the clones going on tonight. So when I wrap up this live stream, that one that's just floating around not doing anything is going to be deleted. I'll get rid of that, and this will like be the primary sort of this will be like the primary live stream, if you like. This will be one that everybody will be able to watch on demand. and on catch. It's just another fault that's going on with YouTube at the moment. But thank you so much, SB. Thank you so much for being with us. That's absolutely fantastic. I always love to see SB in the live streams. We've hit 101 concurrent viewers. So hello, good evening, and thank you so much, everybody, for being with us on our live stream tonight. I'm going to try and make a little bit more progress through the live chat, and then we shall... Very, very busy in the live chat. Absolutely amazed at how busy it is, by the way. So I wasn't expecting this to do very well at all, this live stream. To be honest, what happened with the first one. So yeah, I'm very surprised at how busy it is. Right, so we've got to SB. So I'm going to try and make a bit of progress, and then we'll start doing some screen capturing. So let's try and whiz through quite quickly now. We've got Taffy. Good evening, Taffy. Thank you so much for being with us. We've also got Paul Miller saying, am I very much finds the heat unbearable? I think a lot of people are suffering at the moment, Paul, especially those down in the south. We've got Mr. Ed saying heat waves in August never feel as bad in August because of the early sunset. I'm not sure, really, Mr. Ed. I think a lot of the feel of hot weather is like down to... you know, it's like down to the humidity, and that can be very, very intense in August sometimes. So also we've got Alan saying Windows 10 is a pain in the neck. Yeah, it can be, Alan. Adam Weatherfan is with us. Good evening, Alan. Thanks so much for being with us. Weather is cool. Dylan Holbrook with us as well. Dylan saying let's go gab to 7.2k subs. Yeah, subs are going up quite quickly at the moment. This hot weather is bringing in a lot of extra interest, actually, at the moment. Okay, so we've got Mr. Ed saying solar minimums bring all extreme. Yeah, they can do. Eddie Lazowski saying 1997, the year I went to university. Great day. So you've got fond memories then, Eddie, of 97. So also moving down, Jeffers Craft. He's saying I had a hell of a time getting your stream on, but got it now. So did you have problems, Jeffers? At least you're with us now, anyway, my friend. Kevin is with us. Kevin Barber saying we're true Brits, too many hot days, and we start to melt. Yeah, we don't do well in hot weather, do we, Kev? Shiram saying, Gavin, don't know if you can do a test live stream to get loads, if you get Windows updates. Yeah, I'll have to look into that. Well, it's not like Windows updates all the time. They're fine. It's just like these once or twice a year big updates. So the next time I have one of those, I suppose I will have to do a test, won't I, after this one. Kevin saying my garden has had a good drink today. I've emptied the fish pond and give the fish away to a good home. So that's nice that you give the fish away, Kevin. And it's great to hear that your garden's had a watering as well. So okay, let's move on down. And we've also got SB saying next week going to be huge. So yeah, I think there could be some really intense heat and also some thunderstorms as well. Paul is saying confusing live stream. So were you in the other one, Paul? If anybody's in that other one, just floating around on the channel, not doing anything, then please come over to the mainstream that's got the title, Peitao Pengs Winter 2021 Forecast. It's got a thumbnail, it's got a description. That's the one you should be on. That's where everybody is, and that other one is going to be deleted at the end of this live stream. That's nothing to do with me, or Streamlabs, or Microsoft, or anybody else. That is purely YouTube. YouTube has got an error there when we are setting up our live streams at the moment. We've got 105 concurrent viewers with 72 likes. Thank you so much, everybody, for being with us. So also... we've got Math Mikey saying, hi Gav, do you know where thunderstorms will be? Going to have a look at that very shortly, Mikey. Also got Mikey Pierce saying, yeah, let's have a conversation with Kevin, I think. Okay, let's move on down. Michael Dunn is saying it was warm and sunny here in Ireland today, 25 degrees. It's been pretty hot here as well, Michael. Okay, so let's move on down the chat. I'm going to try to get to the bottom of the chat before I go off and do the screen capturing. So we've got Transport Manchester here saying, does a Super Nina ever happen? Not sure, Transport Manchester. I don't see why they wouldn't, though. I don't see why that wouldn't happen. So it is a possibility that that could happen. So Gavin Harwood is telling me that there's 2 streams running. Yeah, we know, Gavin, that is a fault on YouTube's part. That's nothing to do with me. That's down to YouTube creating 2 live streams. As we are setting them up. So if everybody can come over to the primary live stream, which has the description, the title and everything else, then that would be absolutely fantastic if everybody can do that. Iceman is with us. My good friend Iceman is here with us. So thank you, Iceman, for being with us on our live stream tonight. We've got Sean with us as well, saying, hi Gav, hope you're fit and well. Thanks for your hugely informative and professional videos. Very much appreciated. That's really kind. Thank you so much, Sean. Thank you so much for that. Okay, so let's have a look then. Let's start doing that screen capturing then. So I've come to the end of the chat. Obviously, I've missed out loads and loads of people and whatnot. I'm really sorry about that. So I'm very sorry to anybody that I missed out, but we're very late, and I'm going to crack on, and we'll start doing the screen capturing right now. So let's hope this all goes okay. Right then, so I'm going to turn off the webcam for this part of the live stream, and we're also going to get rid of the image as well. We're going to start display capturing. There we go, we're display capturing, and we are going to go to the weather outlook first of all. We're going to have a look at the arpège, and we're going to have a look at temperatures. We're going to have a look at the coming temperatures over the next few days with the arpège model. So I think we should be updated for the 12Z actually, as we're so late. So here we go then. So current temperatures, I mean, we've got up to low 30s again down in the south today. Temperature's going to be very warm down across south and southeast tonight into the mid to upper teens, really for those parts of the country. Tomorrow, potentially a bit hotter down in the southeast tomorrow, like up to 34, 35 tomorrow, being forecast there by arpège. That is very, very hot. It's going into the mid 90s Fahrenheit, so another really hot day to come down in that southeastern corner tomorrow. And then we go through into tomorrow night, and it's a very warm night again. Temperatures holding up in the low to mid 20s Celsius. The heat builds again on Tuesday. Here we go again. Tuesday is potentially even hotter down in the southeast, perhaps up to 36 degrees in that southeastern corner. So more really, really hot weather to come, actually. There's a lot more really hot weather to come. And then we go through into Tuesday night. Again, very, very warm night down in the southeast before the heat builds again in the southeast on Wednesday. Not quite as intense on Wednesday, but even so, we're still going to be talking about low 30s, really. So it's hot from the south and southeast, really hot up to Wednesday. Thursday is a slightly cooler day. We just about avoid getting into the 30 Celsius on Thursday. But yeah, we're back into mid 30 Celsius again, potentially in the southeast tomorrow. And again on Tuesday, 35, 36 degrees is possible once again tomorrow and also on Tuesday. Right, let's have a look at the thunderstorm potential then, if we can do that. So we're going to refresh the page at Measure here. We're looking at WRF for this one. It's going to be Stormwatch tomorrow. The first video upload tomorrow will be Stormwatch. It's probably going to be a bit late because I'll have to do a written version of the autumn update. So I'll have to do the written version of the autumn update tomorrow morning. I'm not going to do that tonight because I'm feeling too tired after all of this evening's live stream stresses. But there will be Stormwatch coming up tomorrow. It'll be the first video released tomorrow morning sometime. So this is the WRF. So we're looking at like precipitation forecast with this. So what's the suggestion? That we might kick off some showers and thunderstorms tonight. There's not a lot happening actually on WRF tonight. So maybe we're not going to spark much off tonight. I was expecting a few showers and storms to break out tonight, but there's not a lot happening there overnight tonight. We're into tomorrow morning. now. It looks like they're kicking off some storms over Wales. So Wales getting some storms tomorrow morning. Some of them very heavy, torrential rain is involved with that, with those bright red colours. So they trundle off into North Wales through the course of tomorrow evening. Other than that, though, not much happening. There's some for Northern Ireland, a few in the Irish Sea, not much over Northern England. I thought we might spike a few off over Northern England, but not much really tomorrow with WRF over Northern England. Nothing really in the south and the southeast too. So maybe tomorrow will be one of those days where, away from Wales anyway, there's not all that much going on. Those storms overnight, Monday into Tuesday, sort of trundling off up into southwestern parts of Scotland. Well, so into Tuesday afternoon now. Things are developing more then on Tuesday afternoon. Look at this. Widespread storms beginning to get going there from through the spine of the country, like from Northern England down into the Midlands. Some quite big storms are getting going there through the course of Tuesday afternoon. So let's see what comes of them. So they become really intense actually as they start to move out towards eastern England as well. So this is 9 o'clock on Tuesday, like Yorkshire, Lincolnshire, possibly into some really torrential storms there. They get very, very intense indeed. They're into Wednesday, and as far as we go, it's to midday on Wednesday after that. So sort of overnight Tuesday into Wednesday, those storms push off into the North Sea and things sort of calm down. And that's as far as we get to. So there's a few storms around tomorrow, especially for Wales, possibly for like the Irish Sea, southwestern Scotland, maybe Northern Ireland. Otherwise, not a great deal going on there at WRF tomorrow. And then on Tuesday, though, so the storms become more widespread through central and eastern parts of the country. And again, let's just go back to it. There is a risk of some really torrential downpours here on Tuesday evening. This is like it's like 7 o'clock in the evening on Tuesday, and there's some really torrential downpours going on there. 7, 8, 9. Very, very torrential rain pushing northwards on Tuesday evening. They get out of the way overnight Tuesday into Wednesday. Things go calmer up to like midday on Wednesday, and that's as far as we get to with the WRF at the moment. So like tomorrow we'll be able to see much further into Wednesday and overnight Wednesday into Thursday, where we're expecting that big thundery low start pushing up from France. Latest observations from XC Weather look like these. So we've got 32 degrees down across southern parts of the country, 32 still, 90 Fahrenheit at Southampton and at Forney Island as well. Going further northwards, we've got 27 at Oxford, we've got 22 at Wittering into Wales, we've got just 18 at Stony Bridges, a lot cooler across Wales, 17 at Lake Vyrnwy, much fresher there. Teesside is at 16, a lot more comfortable too. Bulmer is at 15, and then going further northward still to Aviemore, we are at 21 degrees there. And then down into Northern Ireland at 20 degrees at Northern Ireland. So the heat, again, has been in the southeast. Tomorrow and Tuesday, as we've already confirmed, are going to be hotter days, potentially. Right, let's have a look at 12Z, at some 12Z data then. So we're at West Central with this one, looking at the GFS. So this is GFS 12Z. I'll rattle through this as quickly as I can. So in 72 hours time, looking hot, thundery, melting pot of heat and humidity and thunderstorms on Wednesday. We go through to Thursday. There's that thundery low pushing up from France across the country, developing over country from Wednesday to Thursday. So definite risk of torrential thunderstorms around the middle part of the week. Should gradually start to cool down as well. Friday, again, around about thundery low. Does look potentially very stormy indeed. That is Saturday. High pressure is to our east, low pressure to the west. And again, we're pulling up those really warm southerly winds. We go through to Sunday. So not much of a breakdown going on here, actually, with the GFS 12Z. And by Sunday, we're like going back into quite warm easterly winds again, to be honest. Let's see what happens after that. So yeah, look at this. It's Monday the 17th. We're heading up towards day 10, and we're back into this large ridge from the Azores to Scandinavia. So yeah, looking like we're back into quite hot weather. There is a thundery low light to the south that could produce some thunderstorms down in the southern part of the country. But high pressure never far away, and we're looking really warm there. Tuesday, so again, could be thunderstorms down in the south with this low pressure, but there may be a ridge over Scandinavia putting in these very warm to hot easterly winds once again. Up to day 10, again, large ridge to our north, northeast and northwest too. We go up to Saturday, and again, we're in a big area of high pressure. So this looks like a very anticyclonic GFS run this time, suggesting that even into the second half of August, we're going to keep things quite warm and settled. It's not until quite warm and settled. It's not until the very end of the GFS 12s there, but we finally start turning cooler and more unsettled. That's Tuesday the 25th of August, very, very long way out. But if that's right, then that would, confirm that we're going to be at 18 Celsius with our CET for this August. We definitely could be, if that is right. Let's have a look at the GEM, and then I'll bring you up to date with the ECM ensembles. Then I'll pop back to YouTube for a couple of minutes before showing you Peitao Pengs analogues for the winter of 2020-21. So this is how the GEM is looking. So again, Wednesday looking very warm to hot down across the south, increasing risk of thunderstorms. Here comes that thundery low. That thundery low has possibly been delayed a little bit here, I think, tonight. So it's possibly more towards Thursday now. Means that Wednesday is likely to be a drier but hotter day across many parts of the country with thundery breakdown like on Thursday. Then we go through to Friday, and we're still looking pretty warm there on Friday. And we're back under the ridge. Talking about back end of the ridge by next weekend. We'll be cooler and fresher for a while under that ridge, but the upshot is high pressure is still dominating. So this could be turning into a very, very hot August now, to be honest. It could be. Moving up towards day 10, it looks like we're having got another thundery breakdown with low pressure developing over and to the south of the country. That could bring risk of more thunderstorms with it as we head up towards day 10. And that's how we get to day 10, which is Wednesday the 19th of August, looking hot and thundery, or looking thundery there, and possibly cooling things down a little bit. But that GFS 12Z was a real eye-opener, and if that is right, then this is going to be a very, very hot August, I think, if that's correct. Let's have a look at the ECM ensemble. So this is based on the midnight run. The midday ECM run is actually updating as we're speaking, because we're that little bit later tonight doing the live stream. But I'll just bring you up to date with the ECM ensembles from the midnight run via the Icelandic Met Office. So let's try and do that. So we have 20 members of ECM ensembles here in this top left-hand box that have got Scandinavian high, and they will be bringing in a warm easterly flow. We've got 50, including the control and the operational run, but look quite cool and unsettled with low pressure coming in from off the Atlantic. 10 with a ridge of high pressure out to our west and a trough of low pressure to our east, and that leaves us bringing like a northwesterly wind. And then 6 with a ridge of high pressure push further out to west of the country, and winds are going to be doing something like that. So, a range of options on the table. It looks like it's almost a 50-50 split between higher pressure and lower pressure options. In 2 weeks' time, these are the options that we've got. So, this is going to get us to the 24th of August. We have 17 members of the ECM ensembles with high pressure pushed out to our west, but still exerting a ridge into west of Europe. Quite a bit of dry weather in with that. 15 with high pressure up towards Greenland, low pressure to our east, when we're pulling in like a northerly or northeasterly flow. 11 with a ridge out to our west, low pressure up to the northwest. The flow of the jet's going to be used something a bit like that with that one. And then 8 with a trough of low pressure over the top of the country, looking quite unsettled with that option. So again, it looks indeterminate, doesn't it? It looks pretty inconclusive in both 10 days and in 2 weeks' time about where things are going. But it's not totally impossible. We could see higher pressure being more influential, actually, as we go into the second half of August. That GFS 12Z tonight was a real eye-opener. Okay, I'll pop back to YouTube for a few minutes, and then we'll have a look at Peitao Pengs winter 2020-21 forecast. So let's just have a look what's going on over at YouTube, though. So I'm going to turn off the display capture, and I'll put the image back up, and the webcam can go back up as well. Hello, I have returned. We've been live streaming for 45 minutes, gone very quickly, hasn't it? So we'll be here for a few more minutes, and then we'll wrap things up. I will show Peitao Pengs winter 2020-21 analogues before we wrap things up. So, wow, I see it's been very, very busy. Been very busy, hasn't it, within the live chat. So, and also have 122, or we're currently at 122 concurrent viewers with 107 likes. That is phenomenal, and I can see that I've had some super chats as well. So it's been very busy, hasn't it, while I've been doing that screen capturing. I never know what's going on, you know, at YouTube while I'm screen sharing. So it's always a surprise when I come back and see what is happening. So I'm going to give a shout out to people who have super chatted me. So Weather is Cool has given me a super chat. Thank you so much, Weather is Cool. Weather is Cool is saying you deserve a donation as you haven't had one for a while. Thank you so much, Weather is Cool. That is amazing. Thank you so much for your super chat, my friend. Okay, we've also had a super chat from the amazing Marcus guy saying, I second that. Weather is Cool. You do a great job, Gab. Thank you so much, the amazing Marcus guy. That is really, really kind. Thank you so much for that. And another super chat from Weather is Cool as well. So two super chats from Weather is Cool and also from the amazing Marcus guy. Thank you so much to Weather is Cool and also to the amazing Marcus guy. That is absolutely phenomenal. Thank you so much to both of you for your kindness. I'm always blown away, you know, I am always blown away by how kind people are to me, and that is just completely phenomenal. So thank you so much to Weather is Cool and to the amazing Marcus guy. Right, let's move down through the chat. So okay, Luke Bowers is saying, hi Gav, good to see you got the gremlins sorted. Found you on the right stream this time. Got a nagging suspicion about Far Southwest going to miss most of the thundery fun yet again. I think the best chance for you in the Southwest is probably going to be like Wednesday to Thursday, Luke, but time will tell. Okay, so also, who else is with us? So, Neil is with us. Neil Cutler. Good evening, Neil. Thank you so much for being with us on a live stream. In a moment, we're going to have a look at Peitao Pengs analogues winter of 2020-21. We will do that very shortly. I just want to go down through the live chat. So, Weather with Seth is with us. Good evening, Weather with Seth. Thank you so much for being with us on our live stream this evening. That is absolutely phenomenal. By the way, there's two versions of this live stream. So if anybody's watching the other version, then please come over to the main version. The main version has got the title, Live Peitao Pengs Winter 2021 Forecast, 9th of August 2020. It's got a thumbnail, it's got a description, it's completely set up. That other version is like a clone, shouldn't be there. That's happening because something's going wrong with YouTube when we are setting up our live streams. So yes, please come over to the main live stream if you are on that other one. Okay, so Jeffers Craft is saying, thanks for the fun stream, Gav. Thanks, everyone. I'm going to try and hand some live streaming in a little bit. So Jeffers is checked out, and good luck with your live stream, Jeffers. Thank you so much for being with us tonight. Okay, so Savage VR saying was upstream, so I don't know what that's related to. Right, let's move on down. So Kevin said, what happened to the storms in Essex? Yeah, it doesn't look like there's much going on there for the southeast of Essex up to like Wednesday, Kev, but Wednesday to Thursday could be the main sort of thundery day, and that is outside of the high res time frame, of course. Okay, so Catalytic Converter is saying, hoping for some big hailstones. We don't get many hailstones in the UK, I don't think. So yeah, we could get some big hail with these storms, obviously with so much energy with that within the atmosphere. Definitely we could do. Okay, let's move on down then. So I can see that so busy in the live chat. Absolutely amazed at how busy the live chat is. Thank you so much to Paul for moderating this live stream. That is absolutely fantastic. But that you're moderating such a busy live chat. So thank you, Paul, for doing that. Alan Petru saying looking good for August. Yeah, it does rather, doesn't it, Al? Yeah, it definitely does. So also Kevin is saying we want a nice cold winter update to put a shiver down our spine. We shall see, Kevin, whether we can do that. Right, so I'm down at the bottom of the chat, and we're going to have a look at Peitao Pengs analogues for the winter of 2021. So Craig is asking me what time. I know you had issues. What time did you actually start? I think it was around an hour ago. Now it's probably around 25 to. I think probably 25 to 7, something like that. Okay, so let's have a look at Peitao Pengs analogues, because I suspect that's what a lot of people are waiting for. There's been a very, very big live stream, despite all of the issues that we have. This has been a really big live stream with over 100 concurrent viewers for the last 20-30 minutes, and I suspect a lot of that is people wanting to see, what's happening with Peitao Pengs analogues for winter 2000 and 2021. So I think I've kept you waiting long enough. So we'll have a look at those, and then I think we will probably, we'll probably wrap up the live stream then. So let's see what you're saying. So somebody is asking me, is Gav here sound is down? So I don't know. As far as I'm aware, the sound is working okay, DS. So I don't know. As far as I know, everything is working okay. But maybe you've got some issues on your end with your speakers or something. Because as far as I know, sound is working okay. Right, okay, let's do it then. So we're going to have a look at Peitao Pengs analog. So once again, I am going to turn off the... I'm going to turn off the webcam. That's going to go. And we're also going to get rid of the image again as well. We shall start display capturing once more. And we're going to have a look at Peitao Pengs analogs for the winter of 2000 and 2021. So just bring you up to date with what Peitao Peng is forecasting for the autumn. First of all, this is the 200 millibar height anomaly for the autumn of 2020, showing a ridge of above average height just to our west and feeding into the UK. So a relatively settled autumn being predicted here by Peitao Peng in terms of a 200 millibar height anomaly. Probably quite a mildish sort of autumn as well, although we could start to generate some northerly influences there potentially. The next 200 millibar height anomaly is for October, November, December, and this one shows an area of above average heights, so sort of northern blocking to the south of Greenland and going up to southern parts of Greenland. That brings the wind in from a northwesterly direction, so that could be quite cold. It's not classic northern blocking. The high pressure is not sort of centred right over top of Greenland, but it is like a mid-Atlantic ridge going up to southern Greenland, so there would be like a little bit of moderation with that. Probably there will be a little bit of moderation from the Atlantic at times, but there could also be cold weather involved there with that 200 millibar height anomaly. The next one is for November, December, January. If anything, the blocking is getting stronger here and going further north towards Greenland. So by this point, I think we could really be starting to pull in some cold air from the north and northeast. Essentially, Peitao Peng is still sticking with his idea of significant amounts of high latitude blocking, I think, for this winter. So I think Peitao Peng is still more or less predicting what he has been predicting for several months now, which is quite a lot of high latitude blocking. Again, you could get moderation with this. It's not, the blocking isn't like centered right over the top of Greenland itself, but yeah, I think definitely the possibility is there of colder conditions at times. That looks pretty good if you want cold weather. This is the 200 millibar height anomaly for December, January, February 2021. So the ridge is a little bit more sort of in the North Atlantic with that. Again, going up towards southern parts of Greenland. Again, some moderation could come in at times from the west, but we do also have a trough of low pressure to our south. We've got low pressure through the Atlantic, so it looks like we've got a negative NAO going on here, and this looks like it's a southerly tracking sort of jet stream that's going through the middle of the Atlantic into Spain and that sort of Mediterranean. So overall, I think that could still be pretty decent for cold weather, to be honest, at times. Anyway, there will be moderation. We're bringing winds from west at times, but overall, that doesn't look too bad. I think the main takeaway from Peitao Peng is that we should, definitely see with the idea of cold weather continuing, really, or blocking signals anyway, continuing with this particular update. That's January, February, March, and by this point the blocking goes even further northwards. And so this could be like the coldest tri-monthly period of all. Winds really coming in from an easterly direction, low pressure over Spain and whatnot. So yeah, that could be like, that's late winter, that's January, February, March. That's proper high latitude blocking, then. That's really, really high latitude blocking. So it might be that later on in winter things get even colder, a little bit on-off earlier in the winter, but then later in winter maybe we get locked into really cold weather. But I mean, the main takeaway that I would take from this update from Peitao Pengs this month, winter 2020-21, is that we are likely to see considerable amounts of high latitude blocking, and if that is the case, and at times we will get cold weather plunging into northern Europe. It may not be continuously cold, it could be a little bit on off, but at times we will get cold weather plunging into northern Europe if we do get that high latitude blocking. The temperature anomaly for winter 2020-21 isn't that particularly interesting. It's close to average really for the UK, a little bit cold on average to our south across Spain and across some parts of central Europe. The precipitation anomaly looks like that so that's for September, October, November actually, so we'll leave that alone. But the temperature anomaly doesn't look overly impressive. It's not really cold, but then very rarely are they cold with any long-range forecast with the temperature anomalies. Always like the heights and the mean sea level pressure that I concentrate on. And yeah, I think this is more or less in line with what Peitao Pengs has been forecasting over the past few months. So I would, if you want a colder winter, I would say the main takeaway of this is that Peitao Pengs is more or less still in line with what he's been forecasting. And late on in the winter, actually going for very high levels of genuine northern blocking. Before then, it's more of a mid-Atlantic ridge going to Greenland at times. And so not continuously cold, moderation coming through at times. But yeah, I think that's a pretty good update from Peitao Pengs. So I would bank that one if you want a cold winter. I think that looks okay. I think it looks pretty decent if you want a colder type winter. Maybe not 63 or 47, but certainly at times there should be some cold weather in with that if those 200 millibar height anomalies verify. Okay, so with that, we're going to move back to YouTube for the last time, and I will wrap up the live stream very, very shortly. So let's turn off the display capture. We'll put the image back up, the webcam. Going to come back up for the last time as well. I've been talking for nearly an hour, so yeah, I think it'll be time to wrap this up very, very soon. We're back on YouTube. And got a lot of viewers with us on YouTube right now. So again, we are over 100 concurrent viewers. That is absolutely amazing. It's showing 115 concurrent viewers right now. 116 likes. If you have been watching this live stream, you haven't yet, give us a thumbs up. Then please can you do so to let YouTube know that you've enjoyed it. It does help quite a lot with the algorithm if you can do that. Okay, so I'm just going to go through one or two more comments and then we will wrap things up very, very short because it's been here for an hour and yeah, it's been a long live stream this one. Thank you so much everybody for sticking with it despite all of the problems that we had at the start. It's absolutely amazing that you've all carried on sticking with me, so thank you so much everybody. Okay, so let's have a quick look then and we'll wrap up live stream. So Alan is saying had a lot of thundery clouds here today. Yeah, it's been a bit bubbly with the clouds today, hasn't it, Alan? Craig 98, please talk about winter as per distraction from heat here in London. Yeah, I've just done that, Craig. Kevin saying that there could be fog and frost for autumn. Let's hope so. I love a bit of fog and frost in the autumn. Let's move on down. So SB saying that's more likely. I think SB enjoyed those analogues, didn't you, SB? From Peitao Pengs. Yeah, I think you definitely did. Still going for cold, and that's more like it. Samuel Bentley saying hi again. So good evening, Samuel. Thank you so much for being with us on our live stream tonight. Okay, so Alan Jones is saying it's a shame it looks like we're going to get a backloaded winter with no white Christmas. They're just anomalies, though, Al. So like, you know, it gets colder, like, into the latter part of winter, or the northern blocking. Let's say it doesn't really show that it gets colder, but let's say the northern blocking gets more intense through the latter part of the winter, so we get locked in a little bit more to northern blocking. But that doesn't mean that early winter can't be cold. That doesn't mean we can't have a cold Christmas, because they're like 3 monthly anomalies. So there might be a deviation, for example, over Christmas that gives us a really cold and snowy spell, but it's a little bit milder and more unsettled on either side of that. So with these anomalies, you always have to bear that in mind. But they are like 3 monthly anomalies, and within that 3 monthly period, you will and you probably expect actually deviation within that. So even though it does probably suggest more of a backloaded type winter from a locked-in northern blocking perspective, it still doesn't rule out the chance that you could get cold weather earlier in the winter, and that might coincide. That might coincide with Christmas. Daily Dose of Riz asked what about Metro Seal. So I thought if we had a bit of time, we might have a look at Metro Seal 7V2, but I'm going to wrap the live stream up quite shortly now, because we had a failure with the first live stream, and yeah, so I'm ready to have a little bit of a rest. So I'm going to be wrapping this up quite quickly. We're also running quite late now. It's 25 to 8 in the evening. So I'm going to wrap this up and get myself a bit of tea and kind of chill and calm down after what happened with the first live stream. It's all experience. We have to put it down to experience, don't we? Paul is saying anything's better than the polar vortex of doom. Indeed it is, Paul. Yes, you are dead right about that. We definitely do not want another polar vortex of doom. We definitely do not. Shiram saying thanks for getting this stream, Gavin, on board with all the content after all the earlier problems. Well done. I promised everybody we're going to have a live stream tonight, and no one can say that I'm not a man of my word. So yeah, you know, I was determined that, obviously if I hadn't been able to sort the thing out with a mic, then I wouldn't have been able to do it. But after lots of playing around, lots of fiddling around with the settings, I was able to get the mic working. And yeah, so I was determined when I did that I would start the live stream off, as I had promised everybody that we do it. So yes. But thank you, Sharon, for like sticking with it, because I know when one stream goes wrong, you know, it's a big ask to ask people to come back for another stream like 10, 15, 20 minutes later. So thank you, Sharon. Thank you, everybody, for sticking with it. Okay, so M Badger. Always great to see new names in the live chat. So thank you, M Badger. M Badger is saying, winner, thank you for this bang on weather report. Thank you so much. M Badger. If you aren't yet subbed to the channel, please can you sub the Gazweather's YouTube channel, and that would be absolutely great if you could do that. Alan Jeffs is saying hi, Gab. So good evening, Alan. Dylan saying we've reached 116 likes. We are now at 128 likes. Can we get it to 130 thumbs up before we wrap up the live stream? That would be absolutely fantastic if we would get to 130 thumbs up before the end of the live stream. Okay, so we are pretty much at the end of the live stream now, so I've come to the end of the live chat. So Katrine is saying thanks, Gavin, for a lovely live stream. That's my pleasure, Katrine, and I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you so much for being with us on this live stream. Matthew Orchard saying thanks, Gav. So thank you, Matthew, for being with us as well. It's absolutely my pleasure, my friend. Dylan Holbrook saying 7.3k subs by next Sunday. I'm not going to put any more targets on it, Dylan. You know, I said how stressed I got trying to get 7k subs, so no more targets from me. But we shall see. The subs are going up quite quick at the moment with all of this hot weather. There's a lot of interest at the moment. So yeah. Craig is asking, is Savvy okay? Savvy is a bit unwell, Craig. So Savvy is a bit poorly at the moment. He's been a little bit unwell for a few days. As you know, he couldn't do his 5-day forecast last Wednesday, and Savvy is still a little bit unwell. So we all say get well soon to Savvy, and yeah, Savvy will be back with us very, very soon when he's feeling a little bit better. But yeah, get well soon, Savvy. We all want to see you back with us as soon as you are well enough to be with us, of course. Angie Denton saying, thanks, Gav, for persisting and getting a great live stream for us, and thanks, Paul. Yeah, thank you to Paul for moderating the live stream. Thank you so much, Paul, for doing that. Right, so Iceman saying, see you on Wednesday. Yeah, we'll be here Wednesday if everything works. Iceman. If I have any more problems, then we won't be here Wednesday. But otherwise, hopefully, everything will run smoothly, and we will be here on Wednesday at 6 o'clock live streaming for you. Adam is telling me that he's got a storm headache. So sorry to hear that, Adam. Hope you feel better soon. Maybe there's some thunder on the way. Okay, so that's it then. So thank you so much, everybody, for sticking with the live stream. It's absolutely fantastic that you have stayed with us so long after the first failure of the first live stream. And yeah, just thank you so much, everybody, for being with us. I think it's been okay. I think it went okay. I'm not probably that's not been like my usual exuberant self, but that might be the heat more than anything else. Actually, it's very, very warm here again this evening in Gasworthy's Towers, so that's probably more to do with the heat than anything else. But yeah, I think it's been a pretty reasonable live stream, so I hope you all enjoyed it. We've certainly had a massive audience for this. It's been a very, very big stream, so thank you everybody for being with us. I've got to say thank you to the amazing Marcus Guy, and also to Weather is Cool for your super chats. Thank you so much to both of you for your super chats. That is incredible. Thank you to both of you. Thank you to everybody for being with us on our live stream tonight. And yeah, I'll see you on Wednesday if everything works. So I'll be with you at 6 o'clock live on Wednesday evening. First video up tomorrow is going to be Stormwatch, the written version of the autumn update, by the way, but I would normally get up on a sunny evening. I think after everything that's gone on, I think I'm going to have a bit of a rest for the rest of the scene. So that will be up tomorrow morning. And then the first video up gasweathers.com. And then the first video update is going to be Stormwatch. And that will be the first video up tomorrow. Stay safe and stay well, everyone. And we're going to see you live on Wednesday. But for this live stream, that's all for now. And thanks for watching, and enjoy the rest of your Sunday evening. Okay, bye for now.